Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a really pretty triple puff stitch border. It's a great border to add to blankets. I used it for the Cozy Cotton Throw, which is just a Haven blanket in a different weight yarn. So here are things that you're going to need to make this border with me. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the triple puff stitch border. And so this is a lovely textured border that would look great on any crochet project. So it's perfect to add to blankets. And so this was actually a highly requested video tutorial because a lot of you have made the Haven blanket or the simple crochet blanket and you are wondering, well, what other border can I use to put around this stitch? And so that's the stitch you'll see right here. So this is made using the reverse blanket stitch. So that video came out last week. So if you don't know how to make this stitch, I'd recommend checking out the video from last week and then coming back and making the border with me. Okay, because that's the swatch I'm going to be using. But yeah, so this is just another border that you can use. The stitch doesn't need it, but sometimes we all just like to add something extra. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I have my pre-made swatch here of the reverse blanket stitch. I'll go ahead and link it up here if you want to check out the video on how to make this stitch. And then if you want to make the exact same swatch as me, you want to chain 20 and work it up to row 8. Okay, so our first step is to add our yarn, and I'm going to walk you through this border step by step. So you're going to know how to attach your yarn, how to work a corner, how to work the sides, how to work the foundation row, and then all the way up here where you are going to slip stitch to connect the row together. Okay, so go ahead and grab your crochet hook and you're going to insert it into that first space. So essentially where we've been working all our stitches. Okay, so go ahead and insert your hook just like that. You're going to grab your yarn and you are going to drape it over the hook. So the tail end is on the right side, the working yarn is on the left side. And now you're just going to carefully pull that through, just like that. And then you want to chain 2. So yarn over and make a chain and then make another chain. Okay, and that's the first step for the triple puff stitch border. Now we're going to work 3 puff stitches with chains in this space, all in this space. Okay, so you want to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull it through. Make sure you pull it up to the length of the chain 2. Okay, then we're going to yarn over again, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through up to the same length. Now we're going to do it one more time. Yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, and pull it through. Okay, and you should have a total of 7 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through all those loops. All right, once you've pulled through all those loops, you're going to yarn over once more to close your puff stitch, and then you're going to chain 2. Okay, so now we're just going to repeat that. So we're going to make another puff stitch all in the same space. Yarn over, insert your hook, and pull it through. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through. One more time, yarn over, insert your hook, and pull it through. And then yarn over, pull through all 7 loops. Yarn over to close your stitch, and then chain 2. Okay, let's do it one more time. Yarn over, insert our hook into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through all 7 loops, yarn over to close the stitch, so to close our puff stitch, and then we are going to make a single crochet in the next stitch to finish off our puff stitch. So insert your hook and then make your single crochet. And there you go. Now you've made your first little triple puff stitch. And you should have something that looks like this. Okay, I'll lay it flat down so you can see it. All right, so that is basically the sequence that we're gonna make until we reach our corner. So let's do it again. Let's find our next space. So we're going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3, just like we're making the reverse blanket stitch, and we're going to work our puff stitch again. So yarn over, insert your hook into that space, yarn over and pull through. This one you're going to have to add a little length yourself. So make sure you make it the height of the other puff stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook into that space, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over last time, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through all 7 loops. Yarn over, and then to close our puff stitch, and then chain 2. Okay, let's do it again. Yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over once more. And there we go. Yarn over to close your puff stitch, chain 2. Let's do it one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook into that space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert your hook into the space, yarn over, pull through. One more time, yarn over, insert your hook, and pull it through till you have 7 loops, then pull through all 7 loops, and then yarn over to close our puff stitch, and then make a single crochet in the next stitch. And there you go. Now you've got a second one already worked. And see how you create this little cool little triple puff stitch and how it adds just a little something extra to the stitch. Pretty, right? And so now you want to go ahead and continue to do that. So go ahead and continue to do a couple more till you reach your corner, and then I'll meet you right here. All right, so I have just finished working my triple crochet puff stitches, and so I have a total of 5. Now, if you're ever wondering, well, how do I know I have enough? Just make sure you always put it within those spaces, and then, for example, I know I chained 20, which counts as 5 spaces. 5 times 4 is 20, and so you could also just count the little double crochet spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the side. Now the side is very simple too, because you're just going to be working in those spaces again. I do find the side can be a little bit tricky to see sometimes, but what you want to do is you want to find the space right before the double crochets. So here's one, just going to insert my finger here to show you, kind of open it up a little bit. There's 1, 2, and 3, okay? So that's where we're going to be working it in. So you want to grab your hook and you're going to insert it into this first one right here. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to insert your hook into that space, and you're going to make your first puff stitch. I like to make the puff stitches a little bit longer on just the side, just so that they match up with the other ones. Okay, so here's my first puff stitch. Let's go ahead and work our second one. And then our third one. Okay, then I'm going to work it into that first stitch, which would be, it's a little covered, but it should be this one. If that doesn't fit for you, you can always put it into the next one. Okay, and then you should have something that looks like this on the side. You might have to put it a little bit straight, but it should look like this. Okay, so all right, so now what you want to do is you just want to continue to make 2 more, and then I'll meet you right here on the corner when we're working our foundation row. Okay, so I'm here on my side, so I've just finished my side puff stitches, and so now we're going to work the foundation row. And so we want 5 triple puff stitches because that's what we did for our top row. So we're going to work in our spaces again. And so here would be my first space right before a double crochet. Here's my second one, my third, my fourth, and my fifth. Okay, so go ahead and work 5 more triple crochet, sorry, tongue twister here, 5 triple crochet puff stitches. Okay, and then I'll meet you right here at the end. All right, so I've just finished my foundation row side. So I have a total of 5, the same as this side. So now we're gonna flip it to our last side. And so we are gonna work our puff stitches in our spaces again. This one's a little bit trickier to see, but you are going to work it in the space before your double crochet. So I know that this is a sequence right here. These are my chains on the side, and that is where I'm going to insert my hook because my double crochet is right here. Okay, so right here, and right here, because we want 3 total, because that's what we have on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 3. Okay, so we're going to insert our hook right here, and that is where we are going to make our first puff stitch. Let me just make one here to show you. Let's see, right there. Okay, so just go ahead and continue on, and then I'm going to show you how to finish it off. All right, so I finished my last side here, and so now we are going to slip stitch it to the chain 2 that we made in the beginning. Okay, so here's that single crochet that I made, and now we're going to slip stitch it into that chain 2. So insert your hook, then yarn over, pull through, see if I can focus here, and then pull through again. And there you go. So now you've completed a beautiful triple puff stitch border. So go ahead and cut your yarn and then pull it through. There we go. So now all that's left to do is just to work in these 2 ends. And that's it. And that's how you make a really pretty textured puff stitch border. All right, everyone, I really hope you enjoyed making this crochet border with me. I hope you found it helpful. It really is such a pretty textured border to add to not only just the reverse blanket stitch, but you can also add it to so many other crochet projects. So if you were to do that, instead of working in the spaces, you would just skip 3 stitches and then work into the next stitch. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone.